Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
All the wood furniture in this inn is rotten to the core. Do you know why that is, Klepper?
I don't know, my darling wife. I assume you're going to tell me?
It's rotten because the wood is cheap and it's soaked with ale. Now we'll have to replace all the furniture before bugs set in.
Don't worry, my love. Just show the bugs your adoring face, and they'll scurry away in complete fear in no time.
You're an idiot, Klepper. Why did I ever marry you?
Not a day goes by I don't ask that question myself, my dear. Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Ah, Bowley finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you are. So sorry about that. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
browse my fine selection. Everything's fresh and delicious.
Lord of seasons, I pray to you now, that you might watch over the dead with mercy and kindness.
Hey, good to see you.
Ah, you're back. Couldn't have done it better myself. Here's your coin. Good. My clients are getting impatient. I always have bedlam jobs. Just remember to hit 'em fast and don't let 'em see you. Feel like going for it? Nice. Yeah, this is what you'll need to know.
Steal anything worth talking about? And with no strings attached. Not bad. Here, got some coin for you. Okay, what'll it be? The mark must have ticked off our client badly. He's impatient and keeps asking if the job's done. Can you get him off my back? Here you go. Hope you don't muck it up.
Buy some armor and ready to
Jewelry
tell
with
about it.
legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a
Beautiful
chance?
baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Clean and free from rock joint.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Oh, see for yourself. Safe travels, lad.
Strider.
Move on, friend. I have nothing to sell today.
The wind blows bitter cold in this place.
Do you seek to make a purchase?
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Well, a man's got to make a living after all. Fine. We'll cast off immediately. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but suit yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions?
Captain Gallen does the business.
Your visit here,
I'm just a ship's
I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstein. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. Remember, we're watching you.
By bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
what?
Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
We might remember.
Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years.
Far from ourselves.
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
Now through him do we see.
Building something, clearly, and yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
And when the world shall listen.
And when the world shall see. And when the world remembers. That world will cease to be. Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten.
Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see.
how this all turns out.
Here do we toil.
That we might remember.
The ignorant think it is only a place of ash and lava. It has rolling green plains and swamps and verdant hills, too.
What by day was stolen.
Are we done?
I thought so.
I'll cut you in two, Fetcher.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Redderin Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Redderin Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back.
What a waste of a good specimen.
We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. I might know someone, or maybe not. I can't remember. I can't. I just can't be sure. I think maybe he had something to do with a temple, a temple here on the island. Does that help? I don't. All I know is that the ash spawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family. Not sure. I was told it was an old imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock. Report back to me if you discover anything unusual. Have you found something? This is strange. The note says it's from General Folks Carius, but that's impossible. Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm going to head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
Men, an invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for an ambush. Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire! I've failed. They're in my head. They're in my head. The secrets. They're in my head. I can't get them out. They're stuck in there. The secrets. I know things. Hidden things. Things you aren't supposed to know. You don't believe me. No one does. They don't want to. I don't want to either. But I can't help it. They're in my head. Secret, hidden things. The secret kind. The black book. It shoved them in there with black, slick fingers. My fingers are too short. I can't get them out. Oh, no, I didn't find it. It found me. Here, I'll show you. See? Right there. But don't go there. You don't want these things in your head. You don't. You don't. Never should have come here. You can't hide from me.
You can't hide from me. You picked a bad time to get lost, friend. Azura curse you! They're a guy. Oh, those boots will look mighty fine. I'm going to... No!
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth? I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock. Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece, and you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful. It can be. Even the most experienced warriors can fall prey to petty distractions. They usually didn't amount to much, but they make my job that much harder. Thank you for your... With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend. Modin It can be. They usually didn't amount to much. Some of my own men have become quite accustomed to a spirit they called Emberbrand wine. Despise the stuff myself. It's powerful and tremendously addicting. I've seen men fail to finish even a single flask. If I knew where they were stashing the bottles, I'd put an end to it myself. You would? That would be helpful. I just don't have time to do it myself right now. They're too smart to have left it in the bulwark. I'd search one of the abandoned houses on the outskirts of town. Ah, this is bone mold armor. Quite impressive, wouldn't you say? It's fashioned from actual bone that's been reinforced with a resin-like material and then shaped to form the armor plating. It might appear brittle, but I'd wager it could stop the blow of a weapon better than iron or steel. Find me that stash of wine. I'm itching to be rid of it.